Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. Today's message, I wanted to talk to you about hope and faith, because without those two, I don't even know if I would be here, and I wouldn't be here filming this, that's for sure. I would probably, I don't know, still be fighting in fear. And that's not to say that I'm completely out of fear right now, because I'm not, but it is so much better than it was. For those of you who haven't watched any of my previous videos, I have been dealing with both extraterrestrials and entities, negative entities, for about 2 years now. And when it started, it was like this complete nightmare. And I think that, I mean, there was no light for me at all at that time. It was like the worst nightmare you could ever imagine. And just not waking up from it every single day, just being attacked. And by things that no one else can see, and you can't talk to anyone about it, you can't really. I think my only hope in the beginning was that I would hire someone and they would just get rid of it. And eventually I noticed that I'm just wasting money and time doing this. And I was just like, out of any options. And the only thing that kept me going was faith. And I had like this little faith, but I had some, because I was not, I'm not saying this out of a religious standpoint, but out of a spiritual one. So I live in Sweden, so it's a Christian religion, but I've never practiced that. We went to church when there was like before summer breaks and stuff like that. So I've always just believed in something, but never really, knew how to approach it, or, but having that and the faith and the hope, that was the only thing that kept me going for a while. So my message today is for whoever is struggling out there, and I don't believe that you came across this message by accident, so I think that there is something here for you. And I'm just saying that choose to have faith and choose to have hope instead of giving up, because it can all turn around with the help of God. Because I was in such a dark place 2 years ago, and I've been healing and healing and healing, but I learned that it's not healing for the entities or the extraterrestrials, like just remove them. It is healing yourself, and then you'll be able to remove them. So it's all about self-love at the end. And that's what I'm working on right now, self-love. But in the beginning, I was kind of against hope in some way. Like before this, I was more in lines of, well, hope is just prolonging the suffering or something. Like you would cling on to hope and then you would be disappointed in the end. That was how optimistic I was. So it's really just, your mindset. And you do have the choice. That's our free will, which sucks sometimes because it's so much easier to just blame someone else and, I don't know, pull up blanket over your head and just feel sorry for yourself, but it's not going to get you anywhere. So there's a lot of days where I just want to do that, and then I'm like, well, that's not going to do me any good. But of course, you're allowed to feel sorry for yourself, but then get past that. So allow yourself to, you know, feel it. And we're supposed to feel it to heal it. So, but I'm saying you don't have to dwell in the suffering, like, because we're not victims of any of our circumstances. We have so much acknowledgement to do as well. Like, we are manifesting our reality. And that's something that I know, but I'm still struggling with, okay, but how? And then I go back to my old ways because it's hard for me to believe in something new when I've been, living this life for almost 43 years now. But keep your faith, keep your hope, and know that if you turn to God and just by praying, you're doing so much, and ask your spirit team for help in any way they can. You have a whole team that just wants to help you with whatever you want. And whenever I ground myself into Mother Earth, I also ask her for, to give me whatever I need. At the moment, I can say just that. Thank you for giving me just what I need right now. And I can also add whatever I want to add at that moment. And it can be anything from courage to strength to love to whatever. And I feel that energy is such a shift. I don't know why I don't ground more than I do. It's like I'm stressing out over time still. That's another factor I'm working on. But ask them for help and you will receive it. Just surrender your fears or whatever you're working with, anxiety or whatever, to your source team and let it go to them. Okay. I'm going to leave you at that, and I hope that this helped you in any way possible. Thank you.